Hello, everyone. My name is Kirsten James. I'm a graduating senior marketing major from Lewisburg, Virginia. Today, I'm going to talk about my business canvas. My purpose is to showcase films that depict Black Americans in a better light. The product would be television shows, movies, anything on the big screen, as well as streaming services. The people that would be on my team would be actors, producers, screenwriters, comedians, YouTube influencers, just people that are definitely inspired by the creative aspect of life. This would be profitable because good TV always makes for good money. And one thing that good TV or any type of film production can do is shift conversations in a positive direction. And those conversations can be led on and passed on for decades after. So the customer segment. The gains, once again, like I said, would be shipping culture. The pains would be people will no longer have to see depression depictions of Black Americans on their TV screens. Jobs would include actors, producers, writers, assistants, interns, people who just want to get out there and make stories told. The value proposition, having positive depictions of Black Americans on the big screen is something that can change how young Americans see themselves as well as what they aspire to do. Inspiring the youth is just something that will kind of shape focus on different aspects of life rather than seeing, negative things. So the product is a film company, um, just telling inspiring Black stories, getting away from the historic slave stories or segregation stories, stories that ultimately need to be told because they are history, but just so we could add another segment in far as what Black people are seeing on TV when they look at themselves. The painkillers. Shows and movies that show Black people in an unfair light is something that can destroy how someone feels far as their self-esteem, how they value themselves, what they think they are ultimately able to accomplish, and also how other cultures value that culture when they see how they're depicted on TV screens. The business channel would be films, have a lot of power and they can be talked about and they can be talked about in different segments, whether they're podcasts, interviews, Twitter conversations, different social media outlets that kind of keep these conversations going. The customer relations would definitely be Black Americans, and the revenue streams would be Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, BET Plus, or Stars on just to increase engagement on social media and to increase those conversations just being had, around amongst regular people. So this is why this company needs you. The communications aspect of NASA is something that this company for 100% needs. So start by saying um, it's no secret that film is kind of the way that stories are being told. In other eras of life, I would say it was more so music, but right now it's just like a very good TV show or movie, series, sitcom. Those are how conversations are being started because people kind of want to relax and then they see something on TV that's like, oh, that's inspiring, or oh, they made a good point. Let's talk about that. Let's change how we do things. So the reason why this company, as I said, definitely needs operations from NASA would be communication because it's beneficial to be able to broadcast my content through all media outlets. Electrical, because in order for a successful show or TV show to work, all circuits, including media and cinematography, must be cohesive. The optics. Cinematography has been able to tell a story um, with things that aren't so obvious. So, like the lighting, the sound, etc. The optics of a scene is very important. And that is one of the main concerns that this company needs you, is because when telling a story, what's written on paper is not the only thing people are seeing, or hearing. Is more so everything else. Because one thing that a good filmmaker or storyteller would do is to honor their audience's intelligence. So everything that the story is trying to show wouldn't necessarily just be what's blatantly said. So for my business canvas, like I said, this is just something that I think that will shift the culture, and it can also involve members of the culture. It can involve students, HBCU students, as well as people who aren't necessarily at a university, people who went to trade schools or who are self-taught in different electrical technology and music and things that can adjust. And all those people involved will be able to come on board and do phenomenal storytelling, and do it in a way that, once again, like I said, shifts the culture, shifts the conversation, and also ultimately other cultures and ethnicities get to view this one as in a different light. And that's something that's important, because while we want Black American youth to value themselves and see, oh, that's very inspiring. That's something that I would like to do when I grow up. We would like for the other cultures to see that value too. So I just want to say thank you so much, and please review and see how this company best suits you, because we definitely can benefit from you all. Thank you.